Good. Let your hands just drop behind you, but we're not like super opening. Just let them go behind you. And we're just going to drop ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Good. And take a breath up. Soft fold down onto your knees. Bend your knees. Inhale here. And then exhale. Just straighten your legs just a little bit. Bend your knees again. Lift your gaze and unhinge. And come all the way to heart center. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale. Soft fold. Inhale. And then exhale. Straighten your legs. Inhale. Bend your knees. Exhale and rise. Inhale here at the top. And come back to mountain pose. Take another breath up. Soft fold. Inhale in your fold. And exhale and straighten. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale as you rise. Inhale, arms up. And exhale to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, soft fold. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your knees. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale and rise. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale to heart center. Inhale. This time, keep those legs straight. Hinge and stop where you need to in your fold. Good. Just step back with your right foot. Turn that right foot. We're going to come right up into our warrior two today. Good. Now straighten your legs. And I just want you to turn, set your right hand on your left thigh, left hand on your hip. My legs are straight. Now take a big breath. And on your exhale, spiral back open into warrior two. Inhale, straighten, then turn. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, then turn. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, straighten, then turn. And exhale, warrior two. Take a deep breath here. Come up to sun warrior. And we'll go over to triangle. So now just take that straightening and hinge over. Bring both hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. And spread out those hands. Roll your shoulders into the back of your pockets. Press your heels down. Come forward into plank. Hold that tabletop if that's better for you. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale to up dog. Lengthen the front of your spine here. Sit back. Let's find child's pose. Good. Make your way back to tabletop. Tuck your feet. You're going to lift your left leg into downward dog. Three-leg dog. Left leg up. Look forward and step that left leg all the way forward. Leave your heel up high. Come up to high lunge. Inhale, put your hands on the floor, step halfway in, and then pull your hips back. Drop your forehead to your shins, split your fold. Feet come together and lift into standing extension. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, roll those shoulders, unhinge, take a breath. Hands come to heart center. Good job, guys. Let's do the other side. Inhale up, forward hinge, keeping that back straight. Pull that rib cage as far down as you can. Feet can be together or slightly apart. Good, hands to the floor. Step back with your left leg. Turn that foot, and we come up to our warrior two. Good, pull the core in tight. Think about that little tuck of the pelvis underneath you and pulling back through those shoulders. Try to use your mind body awareness and have your hands even. So we don't want to be like this or like this. Good. Inhale, straighten that right leg and turn. Set your left hand on your thigh. You can put your right hand under hip. You can also wrap it behind you. Hi, Gracie. Inhale, exhale back to warrior two. Inhale and twist. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale and twist. Back to warrior two. One more time. Take a breath here and up to sun warrior. Straighten your leg, reach out beyond that right foot and hinge over to triangle. Put both hands on the floor and step back to downward dog. Good. Find your plank. Strong legs here. Chaturanga to up dog. You can always substitute up dog with cow or with cobra, bending those elbows. Ease yourself back into child's pose. Make your way back to tabletop. Tuck your feet. Go to downward dog. And we'll lift our right leg up to three-leg dog. Look forward, step forward with your right leg. Leave that back heel up and find your high lunge. Hands to the floor. Inhale, step halfway in. And then exhale, pull back into your hips. Drop your shin to your forehead, or your forehead to your shin. That's probably easier. Put the feet together. Inhale, standing extension. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, unhinge. Good job. Take a breath and bring those hands to center. We're going to balance. Shift your weight into your left leg. And remember, we want to slightly bend the knee, and we don't want to sit into our hip like this. So push down through the sole of your foot, up through your knee, up through your hip, and out the crown of your head. Take a breath. Lift that left leg, or right leg rather. Open here. I'm setting my foot across, and I'm just going to sit down into this single leg chair. Now, your option here, you can also just set your foot across, toe on the floor, but my hip is still open, so my knee's pointing that way. And then I can sit here. So I'm sitting into this hip. Think about keeping your heart pointed to the wall in front of you rather than the floor beneath you. From this single leg chair, just reach up and take your foot halfway back. Just touch your toe. Now exhale, hinge to warrior three. Unhinge and come back to center. Good. We're going to do that single leg chair on the right again. Take a breath, lift your right leg, sink into single leg chair. Inhale, touch your toe, lift your arms, and exhale, hinge. Unhinge and mountain pose. Inhale, right leg lifts, cross it over, single leg chair. Inhale, touch the toe. Think about pointing your right toes to the left side of your mat and hinge. Now, if you can't get all the way to horizontal, that's okay. And unhinge, come back up, and mountain pose. We have one more. Good job. Inhale, single leg chair. Touch the toe, and over we go. Lift it back up. Now this time, keep that leg halfway back. Split your fold. And now you can stay in this split fold or lift your right leg up to standing split. So I'm trying to touch the ceiling with my right foot. Shin to the forehead. You're looking at the bottom of your mat. Soften your left knee and step back with your right foot. Come up. Legs are straight here. Once you get here, take a breath and exhale into warrior two. Good. We're going to inhale through the center here. Turn down the right side of your mat. Take your hands up to prayer center. Good. And I'm just going to turn around so I can see you. Good. Take a breath. You may want to turn your toes slightly outward. Do what works for you. Sit down here into the center. Goddess pose. Think about pulling your knees toward the outside. Think about keeping your heart forward. So I don't want to be here. Come here. Good. Now you're going to straighten your legs and reach for the floor. Set your left hand right underneath your heart. Take a breath and rotate up to your right. Ah. Then inhale, switch your hands and rotate the other way. Put both hands on the floor, bend your knees. You can put your hands on your thighs if you want to. But you're going to unhinge back into that goddess pose. So let's combine all those moves. From goddess pose, inhale, left hand down. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, switch your hands. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, both hands down. Bend your knees, unhinge. Right up into it. Inhale, hands to the floor, straighten your legs. Exhale and rotate. Inhale, switch your hands. Exhale and rotate. Inhale, both hands down, bend your knees, lift your gaze, unhinge. Inhale, both hands down, straighten your legs. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, switch your hands. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, both hands down, bend your knees, and unhinge. Good. Take a breath, straighten that out. Good. Just bring your hands to the back of your hips, bend your knees just a little bit, push your hips forward, pull your shoulder blades together, open your collarbones. Good. And come back up. Just cartwheel all the way down to the floor. And you'll be in a lunge here. Just adjust your feet as you need to. And then take a breath and exhale up to revolve lunge. Should have your left leg in the front, right leg in the back. If you don't, that's okay. Just make sure you're switched next time. Good. We're going to sit back and come to our downward dog. Come forward into a plank. Now bend your knees like you're going to set them down and sit back. So this is just a planking hover plank tabletop. It's got lots of names. Not quite a plank squat. We're not pushing back into the hips. I just want you to hold this hovering tabletop. Push back up, downward dog. Inhale, hover that tabletop. So you can also do this starting from tabletop and just pick up your knees. You can even just pick up one knee at a time. Downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, hover. Downward dog. Plank. Hover. Downward dog. Plank. And head down for up dog. Good. Take those knees wider, feet apart, child's pose. Roll up to your shins. You're going to step forward with your left leg and just enjoy this kneeling lunge here. You can just set your hands today on your leg, or if you'd like to reach back here, you can. Good. We've got one more balance move we're going to do. If you've never done revolved half moon, just check this out. So I'm going to step up into my split fold. You can stay in split fold or balance into your left leg. Now, this is not a standing split. I'm just making my heel even with my hip. Right hand goes to the floor and I'm revolving to my left. So that's where we're headed. All right. So put your hands to the floor, step halfway in to your split fold. Good. Now you can keep that foot down and revolve as well. You just won't revolve as far, but that's okay. Lift that right leg if you want to. Right fingertips to the floor. Revolve open to your left. Be active through that left leg. Inhale, feet together. Find your standing extension. Once you get there, big breath. And fold. Bend your knees and unhinge. Whew. Could just shake out your legs. We've got to do the other side. Take a breath and come to mountain pose. Hands go down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Cross it and sink into your single leg chair. Remember, you got to modify if you need to, but set it across. And now inhale, make that straight line from your back heel, out your fingers, hinge over. Warrior three. Point those left toes to the right side of your mat. Take a breath back to mountain pose and exhale into prayer. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, sink into your single leg chair. Inhale, toe back. Exhale and hinge. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back to center. Inhale and lift. Exhale and sink. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, back to center. One more. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, single leg chair. Inhale, step back. And exhale and hinge. Inhale and step back. This time the foot is down. Exhale, split your fold. Now you can stay in your split leg fold or try to touch the ceiling with your left leg, standing split. So if you can, you're trying to get your leg higher than your hip. Good. Set your left leg back. Just come up to warrior two. Good. Now take a breath and you're going to turn down the left side of your mat. All right, let's do that goddess pose sequence. So inhale, now sink into your center. Squeeze the glutes. Now inhale, hands to the floor, lift through the hips. Let's go left first this time. So right hand down, shift left. Inhale, left hand down, go right. Inhale, lift your gaze, bend your knees, unhinge up. Inhale, hands to the floor, straighten. Exhale to your left. Inhale the other way and exhale to your right. Inhale, center, bend your knees, lift your gaze. Exhale and unhinge. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale to your left. Inhale, exhale to your right. Hands go straight, bend your knees and unhinge. You have one more. Inhale, hands down. Exhale to your left. Inhale to your right. Bend your knees, lift your gaze. And goddess pose. And unhinge. Take a breath. Good job. We're going to just cartwheel all the way to a lunge. Left heel goes up. And revolve your lunge. Hands to the floor, step back to downward dog. Good. Inhale to plank. Exhale, hover. Knees are just an inch off the floor. And then go back to downward dog. Inhale, plank. Knee hover. Make sure you're just breathing normally here. Don't hold your breath. Push back up to downward dog. Come to plank. Knee hover. Push up. One more time. Come to plank. Hover. Back up. And come to plank. Chaturanga, up dog. Child's pose. Come up onto your shins. When you're ready, step forward with your right leg. Kneeling lunge. Sink into your hip here. And again, do whatever you'd like to do with your hands here. Just want you to focus on your hips. Kind of giving the leg a break too, or the arms break rather. So let's go up into that half moon option here. Remember, you don't have to do what you did on the other side, but now you know what's coming. So this time, get those hands to the floor, lift your lunge, and step halfway in. Split your fold. Shift your weight into your left leg. If you're moving on, left fingertips to the floor, left heel goes to the height of your hips. Right arm rotates. Remember, you can always just be here, set that toe down. Inhale, standing extension. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, and unhinge. Well done. Take a breath. Come into heart center. All right. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to the floor, walk back to downward dog. Take a breath, lift your right leg into three-leg dog. When you're ready, you're going to bring that right leg underneath you, crossing your midline. Now you can have a seat on your hip if you need that option, but I want you to take this back leg and reach back. Get yourself as squared to the top of your mat as you can. Good. Now we're going to inhale up. You have a choice here. You can inhale with both hands up or leave your right hand down, lift your left. Push that left leg back behind you. Take a breath. Now exhale, reach. Let your right hand join your left hand. Good. Walk yourself up. And now bend your back knee. So you should be kind of making this letter Z here. Open your heart toward the ceiling. Good. Now you can stay right here. Push your hip forward. So this left hip forward and my right and my left knee down. So you can stay there. Or you can recline it. And if we recline, we relax. We don't push down. We just let it be assisted by gravity. There's not one that's better than another or more advanced. It's just whichever you get the best feeling out of and what you need today. Good. Roll to your left shoulder if you're reclined to come up. Hands to the floor. Go back to downward dog. You can also just go to tabletop. When you're ready, bring your left leg under you. Reach way back with that right leg. Good. Now we're going to reach up so both hands can go up or leave your left hand down. Inhale. Exhale and reach. Good. We're going to unhinge. Now you are going to bend that back knee. So you're making the letter S. Take a breath and open yourself up. Good. You can stay right here. Or recline that. And to come out of that, roll to your left shoulder. Sit yourself up. And we're going to stay low here. So just bring those legs around. Good. And find your sit bones, walk them back. Take a deep breath up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Take the feet wider if you need to. Good. Sit yourself up. And then we're going to take the right leg in to a seated tree. Good. Now just put this foot where your knee is, or where this knee is comfortable. Inhale. And we're going to reach forward again. There's a little more posture in this one, as I want you thinking about reaching back through your hips. There's a little press down in the knee. Take a breath. And on your exhale, turn to your right. Look out past your right shoulder. If you want to reach up and draw a line between your hands, you can. But you can also just stay down. Remember, the turn is in the rib cage, though, not the neck. You should be able to look back. Good. Turn that forward. Now take this leg that's on the bottom, cross it over, flat foot to the floor, sit up tall, and we're going to exhale and turn to the right. Make your way back to the center. Extend your right leg. And then we'll bring the left leg in. Again, find where that's comfortable. Walk your sit bones back. Take a breath, center. Exhale, hinge forward. Good. And now we're just going to open that up. You can draw a line between your hands if you'd like to. Nice stretch in the lower back there. And turn back. Take that left leg, cross it over, find your posture, and we turn. Be sure you're looking up and past your shoulder so we're not tucking our chin to the collarbone. And come back to the center. Take a breath, and we're just going to roll ourselves back, feet to the floor. And on your exhale, push up into a bridge. Exhale, lower that bridge. Put your feet together and open your knees, recline bound pose. Now stay in your recline bound pose. Take your hands, clasp them behind your head. Okay, now we're not doing a crunch. We're going to use the weight of our head in our hands. Just point your elbows to the ceiling. Good. And using your arms, pull your chin to your chest. Core stays soft. Feel your neck sinking toward the floor. Slowly lower that down. Good. Take your left leg out straight. Pull your right knee in. Good. Now we're going to reach for our right toes. Glue your left side to the floor. If you need to change your grip to the shin or calf, that's fine. Take a breath. Open everything to your right. Good. Push your left hip down. Gather that in. Grab your left leg. Push your right leg down. And left big toe hold. Glue your right side to the floor. Take a breath. Exhale and open. Come back to the center. Give those legs a hug. You can rock this if you want to. Good. Take those knees over your hips, and we're going to roll everything to your left side. So shoulders and everything. So you're completely on your side. Now take a breath, and then exhale. Open up the body, just the upper body. Lots of lower back today, so we're letting that back release. Really try to breathe all the way to the back side of your core, into your spine here. Good. Bring your hips back to above your knees above your hips. Roll everything to your right side. Take a big breath and exhale. Open that top of the body to the left. When you're ready, bring your feet back to the center. And if you'd like to take your knees together, you can. Just take some time here to move into your rest pose. Really focus on the breath today. Begin to feel your body in contact with the floor. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And join me seated when you're ready. And just relax your arms in your lap and just let your head, ear to shoulder, let your breath move. And then begin to look left and right. And we're going to continue this movement, but start to just gently put it into your rib cage. Just very gently turning. One more time. And come to heart center. Inhale. Push the room away. Inhale up. And exhale to heart center. God bless you guys. Namaste. Excellent job. Hope you were challenged. Let me know if there's anything I can do, if you need modifications or anything. And we will see you